Hello guys, welcome to ICRA Technology. Today we are going to learn Python identifiers. What is identifier? Identifier is nothing but the way of declaring a name to a variable, function, classes, modules or objects. You do not need to worry much about these functions, classes and modules. We will learn about them in detail. So basically it is a naming convention. There are certain rules which you need to follow while naming a variable or function, class or module. We have learned about the variable in the previous lecture. So we will see what are the rules. You have to keep these rules in your mind while naming a variable. So va- a variable or an identifier can be a combination of letters. Means variable can be any word or any letter you want to write, and you can even include the numbers from 0 to 9 and underscore in it. So uh, another rule is you cannot start a variable by a number. You can use number in between, but you cannot start a variable by a number. Okay. To understand this with an example, let us see. Name is a valid variable. Okay, name is a valid variable, but if I'll try to write first name, then this will be an invalid variable. See, can you see, here we are getting error, which means this is not the right way. Okay. So here what I was trying to explain, that you can use number in between, like you can write it like this, name 1. It will be a right way of writing it, but you cannot write it this way, which simply means you cannot use number first while declaring a variable or while declaring an identifier. Okay, so no special characters. You cannot use any kind of special character. Suppose if I am using at the rate here, let me just remove one. Yeah, this will again become an invalid identifier. You cannot do this. You have to remember this also. Then case sensitivity. So here one thing to note, one very important thing is that, let me show you. Print name and okay, so here I am declaring two name variable, one with small n and one with capital N. Let us see the difference between these two. Let me just quickly run the file. See, these both variables are holding two different values, which means is they are case sensitive. This is a different variable and this is a different variable. Okay. So uh, if I'll make it like this, if I'll make the E capital, now these three have become three different variables. So case sensitivity is also very important rule while naming the identifier. Okay. So next is underscore usage. Okay. You have to note that whenever you are using a single underscore, okay, it is used for like internal use only. You do not have to go into complexity. You just have to make sure that you are not using any underscore in starting, be it a single underscore, double underscore, and this leading single and double underscore. You just have to note that you are not using underscore at the starting or end. Okay, we will learn about all of these underscore usage in details in class and object and in object oriented programming, but for now you just have to make sure that you do not need to use the underscore directly to an identifier until and unless it is inside some class or object, or it is a part of a class or object. So let us quickly see what we learned today. There are certain identifier is basically convention of naming variables, functions, class, modules and objects. So there are certain rules for writing identifiers, um, that it should be alphabets in digits like A to Z, capital A to Z, small a to Z, and 0 to 9 digit, and underscore. You can only use these things while writing an identifier. Second thing is, you cannot start an identifier with a number, although you can use that number in between or in the end. Second thing is, you cannot use any special character in an identifier. Third thing is case sensitivity, that identifiers are case sensitive. If you are writing something in caps and something in small, these both variables will be treated different. Keywords, there are certain keywords in Python, such as if, else, while, false, true, for, that you cannot use as identifier, as they are already predefined for certain functions. Underscore usage, you have to make sure that you are not using leading or preceding underscores, be it single underscore or double underscore, as they have special meaning in object oriented programming, which we will learn in detail there. So that's all about today. Thank you.